Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with another viewers game sent to me as part of the collaboration between the largest chess Facebook group Chess Teachers and Learners and this YouTube channel Chess to Impress. If you want your game to be analyzed and published in video format, please post it on the Chess Teachers and Learners Facebook group and please tag my Facebook name Rick Chess to Impress so that I can find your post. This game was sent in by Lei Ezekiel Tolentino and I apologize for butchering that name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That's the name of this player on Facebook, and on chess.com his name is Sky Sneak. It's a 3-minute game. A 3-minute blitz game is not ideal for serious analysis, but at least it's not a bullet game. Lei was white in this game. His rating was 812 and his opponent was Jer Donut with a rating of 1019. Let's have a look at the game. Lei opened with the e-pawn. As Bobby Fischer said, best by test. And his opponent played the Sicilian. That's a good choice against a lower rated opponent. And now the main moves on move 2 are knight f3 or knight c3 or d3 or d4. c3 is also played and f4. Those are the 6 most popular moves in this position. But Lei plays the 7th most popular move, c2, c4. Not a very popular move with the white players as it leaves a large hole on d4. But it's not a bad move as it is being played at grandmaster level. Knight c6, knight c3, both players are developing. Let's put the next few moves on the board. And here d5 is the main move, played by all strong players in this position according to my database. But black played bishop d6 instead, not such a good move. Standing in the way of that d-pawn. The bishop got fianchettoed, both players castled, e5, and now white jumps into that hole on d5. Not a good move, because black can now win a pawn. Always look out for checks, captures and attacks. And in this case that pawn on e4 is attacked and can be captured. Knight takes e4 wins a pawn for black. And that's why Lei's move knight d5 was not a good move. Black didn't see it, he took on d5 instead. Lei recaptured with the c-pawn. And now black did the same thing, jump into that hole in the center of the board. Lei also took the knight, e takes, and he lashed out with the queen. Queen e7. These bishops still need to be developed for both white and black. d3 prepares the bishop to come into the game. a5, h4. As we'll see, the point is that Lei will play bishop g5, harassing black's queen. The bishop will be protected on g5. b6, preparing to develop the light squared bishop, and bishop g5 as planned. But black can kick the bishop back with f6, bishop f4, and those bishops were swapped. And now d6. Black is slightly better in this position. His bishop on c8 has a bit more range than the bishop on g2. But Lei infiltrates with his queen in black's position, with a double attack, attacking the b-pawn and the rook in the corner. Rook b8 solves both problems in one go. King h2, away from the half-open file. White might want to put a rook there. Rooks like to play on the open or half-open files. Bishop d7 hitting the queen. Queen c7 is the only square. And rook fc8. Yes, that's a danger of infiltrating with your queen. Your queen can be kicked around. Queen a7 is the only square. And now the best move for black. He wants to trap white's queen and he can do so with queen d8. And if it was black to play again, there would be rook a8, queen b7 and then rook c2 b8 and the queen is trapped. So queen d8 is the move here and there's nothing that white can do against getting his queen trapped. Black did not find queen d8, he did not find the motif of the queen trap, and he played rook a8, and that drops the b-pawn. Lei took it. And now there's another way to trap the queen, but it's much more difficult. Bishop a4 is the move here, with the threat of rook c2 b8, trapping the queen again. No surprise that Black did not find bishop a4. He played f5, king g3, a bit of a mysterious move. What does the king do there? F takes was played, and Lei took back with the bishop. Rook cb8, queen c7, and we now see a move repetition like this. Lei is offering a move repetition which would lead to a draw. If we have the same position with the same player to play 3 times on the board, then the player whose move it is can claim a draw. But Black was higher rated and did not want to take the draw. He took on b2 instead, and that is not a good move, because now we see a nice motif, a tactical motif in this game, which Lei could have put on the board with bishop f5. And suddenly that bishop on d7 is in trouble. It's attacked twice, only defended once. You can still defend it a second time with rook d8, but then there is rook f to e1, and this is the tactical motif of a overworked queen. The black queen is overworked. It has to keep the bishop and the rook protected, but it is attacked by the rook on e1, and there is no square where the queen can keep protecting both pieces. If the queen goes to f7, it hangs the rook. If the queen goes to f6 instead, it hangs the bishop. Bishop f5 is a very instructive move. Lei didn't find it, but hopefully Lei, when you watch this video, you will learn about this tactical motif. What did Lei play? He played rook f2 c1 instead. Rook e2. And now a blunder from white. King f3 was played, and that is not a good move. If you want to put the video on pause to look for yourself, then please do so. Black wins on the spot. It is the motif of a discovered attack. Bishop g4 is check and attacks the queen on c7 at the same time. If you take the bishop, you lose your queen, and there's nothing that white can do against that. So king f3 is a big blunder. Yes, it attacks the rook, but bishop g4 would have won the game for black. Instead, black went back to b2. And now rook takes c5. Lei has played very well so far, and now he sees a tactic. But as we'll see, there is a hole in this combination. But still, I commend Lei for seeing this tactic. It is quite nice. His point was that after d takes c5, taking the rook, there is d6, attacking the queen and attacking that unprotected rook in the corner. And for an 800 player, this is quite impressive that he saw this tactic. It doesn't work, but that doesn't matter. Well done, Lei, for spotting this tactic. Queen takes h4 was black's reply, and you can now not take the bishop on d7, because, yes indeed, checkmate in one move. Rook takes f2 is checkmate. Lei stuck to his plan and took that unprotected rook, but also then white will get checkmated. That white king is just too vulnerable, and there are too many black pieces around it. Black played queen g4 check, king e4 only move, and now it's mate in 4. Black didn't see it, but again, if you want to get a bit of checkmating practice, put the video on pause and work it out for yourself. I used to have a viewer called William Squires who always worked out these checkmating sequences. I haven't seen him for a while in the comment section. I hope he's still around. The checkmate is rook e2 check. King d5 only move. It's not so difficult to calculate. White makes only moves. Queen f5 check. You have to go to c4. Rook c2 check. You have to go to the b3 square, and now mate on the next move with queen takes d3 checkmate. Lots of black pieces involved in this checkmate. A very pretty checkmating picture. But after king e4, black did not find rook e2 check. He took on f2, and that is a very unimportant pawn to take. And now white is quicker, because white is also threatening checkmate. This is quite an exciting game. And Lei found it. Bishop d5 check. And he is winning in all variations. The best move for black is bishop e6, shielding the check, protected by the queen on g4, but then there is queen d8 check, king f7 only move, queen e7 check, that's attacking the bishop again, the king has to go, and we win a piece this way. And we have that very strong d-pawn. White has an extra piece, and a very far advanced pawn on d6. White is winning. In the game, Lei did not have to show any technique, because his opponent played the wrong move. He played king h8, not seeing the checkmate in 2 moves. It's very easy. Queen d8 check, you have to interpose the bishop. There's no other move, and this is checkmate. The black king being trapped behind his own pawns. And Lei had taken a great scalp, beating an opponent rated 200 points above him. He walked a thin line, black missed a forced checkmate himself, but that doesn't take anything away from Lei's win. As we say in chess, the player that makes the second to last mistake wins the game. Well played, Lei, and thanks for sending me this game. As I mentioned at the start of the video, if you want your game to be analyzed and showcased in video format, please post it on the Chess Teachers and Learners Facebook group. The link is in the description box of this video. When you do so, please tag my Facebook name Rick Chess to Impress, so that I can find your post in between the many other posts on the Chess Teachers and Learners group. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. If you liked the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.